CGI does not make a movie. Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Euroman movie report. This week I'm gonna talk about Paul W.S. Anderson's Pompeii. And for those who know history, Pompeii was a city in the Roman Empire which was destroyed by an eruption by Mount Vesuv in southern Italy almost 2000 years ago. And I myself have visited the excavated ruins of Pompeii, and it's quite interesting, much more interesting than this crap of a movie. But anyway, what Paul W.S. Anderson and his comedy writers have done with the Pompeii story is that they have turned this tale into a Paul W.S. Anderson-esque movie, which we know is generally a piece of crap. But anyway, this movie begins in Roman-occupied Britain, where we had these tribesmen, Celts, who were a real tribe, and they were horse warriors. They rode on horses, and we see in the beginning the Romans slaughter these Celts, and these Romans are of course led by Jack Bauer. And Jack Bauer in this movie is an asshole. We see that later in the movie, but we get the impression right away that Jack Bauer is an asshole. And then enters the miniature version of our hero, played by Kit Harington. And Kit Harington, who is I would call a poor man's Orlando Bloom, he wants revenge against Jack Bauer, and he is captured by slave traders and turned into a gladiator. And he's then selected to go to Pompeii, and there he meets a Roman princess, mayor's daughter, played by Emily Browning. And I guess what surprised me about Pompeii is that the movie didn't contain Paul W.S. Anderson's flat-chested wife, and I somewhat got the idea that the role of, if I remember correctly, the character was called Cassia, was supposed to have been played by Paul W.S. Anderson's wife, but I guess they opted her out because she didn't fit into the Pompeii story. And Emily Browning, who plays this character instead, I remember her from Sucker Punch, and Emily Browning, she did a much better job in Sucker Punch, but I guess this being a Paul W.S. Anderson movie, you can't blame her, because Paul W.S. Anderson movies are, as I said, crap. They are 90% CGI and 10% acting. And and then Emily Browning's character, of course, she falls so madly in love with Kit Harington's character, and yada yada yada, and all the while the mountain, Mount Vesuv goes. We see that occasionally, and then Kit Harington's character, he runs into Adavela. I'm not sure I can pronounce his name. Adavela Akuaya Abaya, and we know him from Thor and G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra, and Lost. And he is one of these gladiators which Kit Harington's character gets to know, and they become friends and so on. And all the while, we have this weak story about that Jack Bauer, Kiefer Sutherland. And what's up with Kiefer Sutherland's accent? He goes, I don't know what he's supposed to be, British, Roman, American, esque type of dialect, but it sounds so terrible. He's so miscast in this role. I don't know why they cast Kiefer Sutherland. He doesn't fit into this universe. It's beyond me, because he's he's no good in this role. But anyway, then things starts to happen, and the mountain still goes boo, and Kiefer Sutherland, he goes and the mountain goes a little more boo, and then starts the CGI explosions, and the volcano starts to erupt, and yeah, that's basically it. As I said, 90% CGI, 10% acting. This movie, it sucks. It's terrible, but we have Trinity from The Matrix playing the mother of Emily Brown's character, and she does an okay job, and so does Mr. Adewale as well. But the other actors, they are so terrible in this film. This movie isn't worth paying for to watch, because yeah. But all in all, what can we say? Paul W.S. Anderson is a poor man's Roland Emmerich, and it clearly shows in how the movie is put together. And the ending of Pompeii, where we have Kit Harington's character and Emily Browning, they one of them would be able to escape on the horse, but instead Kit Harington, he embraces Emily Browning, and he says, "Look into my eyes," and she is, and then the ash cloud from Mount Vesuvius engulfs them, and they are killed. They are mummified or stonified or whatever. All in all, this movie, if I'm gonna rate it, the CGI is great. The acting is terrible. So instead of using Coca-Cola bottles, since this is a movie set in Roman times, I'm gonna go with either thumbs up or thumbs down. And for this movie I go, it sucked. And that's it. Euroman, the Euroman's Movie Report, signing off. And don't forget, if you liked this review, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to watch any of my other reviews, click in the link in the description. If you want to donate to this show, click on the other link in the description. But I'll see you in the next movie review. Bye for now, and have a pleasant weekend.